Hi, welcome back to the channel. Alright, are you ready for the next set of Arcade Claw players? Alright, these are the players, so run through with you. Of course, the first one is Triple One CAM. Is a really superb attributes here. You can see really fantastic speed beast, passing agility, or is perfect. Of course, next we have the 109 LW Marcia. Marcia wise is another speed beast and really good in terms of shooting and passing agility as well. Not to mention 107 ST. Alright, again, you have a relatively good attributes here as compared. Next would be the 106 goalkeeper. Alright, so these are his attributes, really quite good, I must say, for 106. If you're missing a goalkeeper, someone you can look for. Again, there's another set of 104 CM. Of course, CM, we're looking at something different. Passing agility is more important. Then next we move on to the defense, 102 CB. Here we have a slightly lower attributes, but you can see the defending is fairly good, physical quite good as well. Then you come to the LV100. Then let's take a look at his stats. I would just say it's quite fair. I couldn't expect much from that. Alright, then we move down the ranks to 99. You can see again attributes is not that fantastic after all. Then of course with the 98, all this would be good to fit into the SBCs later on, which I'm going to do for this round as well. Alright, so just make sure you keep these players. They are not worth much in the market. Put them into the SBC, and I think you should be fine to complete those SBC for skill boost and of course rank up Shah itself. Alright, before we do that, I'll do that SBC at the later part of this video. Now let me share you my arcade luck for this time around. We still got 4 more players to go. I have a very high feeling there's a high chance that I will get that 104 because this is EA after all. Alright, so again, didn't get much, so but nonetheless, I think we need to do 2 Arcade Claw a day in order to get this bonus gumball. Just make sure you keep your gunballs well, you'll be put to good use, especially when there's retro points as well as those Arcade Claw that are going to happen soon. So just make sure you keep your gunballs store up well. I'm going to collect a milestone 4 as well. I think milestone 5, which we get more retro points right now. I'll give you a calculation in terms of the total retro points I'm going to get, and of course which are the players we're going to go for after all. So please stay tuned for that, because it is sharing in terms of the whole planning on the players you can get and where you can get more arcade and gunballs itself. Okay, today is totally don't waste it, just save it up. You're not going to use it for today. Eventually we will come to a point whereby you won't have enough gunballs, so make sure you save them up. Alright, so now back to the reward path. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to share with you what I intend to do. I do not need any of these players, so of course I'm going to just claim that 105 RM as planned earlier, but before claiming him, I'm going to claim the arcade as well as the gunballs as well, because as I mentioned earlier, you need sufficient arcade to claim the daily gunball, so you can't do just one of those skill games and one match and then you can get an arcade. And if that's the case, you do not have sufficient arcade, you won't be able to claim that daily bonus. So make sure you do this, otherwise you'll be wasting gems just to buy an arcade claw chance itself. I did once for the first day, subsequently I do not, because I'm hunting all this additional arcade and gumball as well. More important, it will be the arcade, because you need 2 arcade a day, so make sure you claim this in order to have the daily bonus. You can claim that player later on, you'll be more than sufficient, you're not worried about that, but more importantly, claim that additional 100 gumball per day, which is really critical. Alright, so I'm going to claim all the gumball here as well, because end of the day I'm going to save it up for that 1000 over arcade points. So that is something you're going to look forward to. I'm not so much into the retro points anymore, because I made a full calculation. I will be able to claim a 105 RM as well as the 105 LM. So that's my intention for this event. I'm going to claim 2 players. All right, quickly going to share with you. This is what we're going to achieve on a daily basis. With I think 15 more days to go, we have a couple more points to claim, i.e. 22,500 just solely playing this another 15 days. On top of that, there will be a retro pass where you can get another 2,005. In total, you have 25,000. So basically, with that, we will be able to choose one of this 110. Probably I'm going for the ST. And then you need 7750 more for me. My case right now to claim 105. I'm left with 17250. So with 17250, what will I be claiming? You can see here, as I mentioned earlier, there are Gumballs and Arcade Claw tokens. So make sure you claim those. And after that, I'm going to make my path towards, as I mentioned earlier, the LM itself. All right, all this I need a total of 15,900, and I will left with 1350, which we're going to think what to do about it later on. All right, and of course there are other opportunities. Example, if you get more retro points and whatnot, we may be able to claim more skill boosts or even a gumball or even an arcade. All right, as I promised earlier, I'm going to do both the SBC just to show you. These are the players that I achieved from the event, and I didn't sell any of them because they are totally not worth much. That's quite sad in terms of the price wise from an event player. It's really not worth much right now. So I'm going to put them all into the SBC to accumulate all the skill boosts, which will definitely prove useful. And we progress further into the game itself. You need skill boosts to be upgraded, and you know skill boosts you can't buy. You can only get from events or from SBC. So make sure you do that. And by putting in all the event items, players there, you can actually fit in a low 80 plus OVR player. Alright, I've been keeping a lot of that 104 CB because I want to upgrade my CB once I have sufficient coins itself. So that's the purpose of it, and there is really cheap. I think less than 600,000 right now. So it's make sure you keep some of them for your XP upgrade. If you do not have sufficient XP, that's what you do. That's what I meant by you can buy XP, but you cannot buy your skill boost. Alright, so skill boost is more precious. So I'm going to get that skill boost done. Subsequently, I'm going to do the rank up shards itself, the SBC for that, because that's really equally important. You can't buy rank up shards, so make sure you do that. Alright, we got a good number of skill boosts right now. Very quickly, let's move on to the epic, whereby you can do it for your rank up shards. Sometimes you need epic. I'm going to fit in the good players again, but of course event players first, and then we'll see what's the balance like, and then we fit in appropriate player to fit into the team OVR. Alright, so I'm going to try to fit in the cheaper or the lower OVR players, which definitely you can't sell much for now. Probably a couple 100,000 worth, so definitely I think it's much worthwhile to do up the SBC since this player are so cheap. Had this player been selling for a good price, like a couple of million, I would have sold them actually, but unfortunately not. They're really not worth much, so much as well put them to good use, and then eventually you will have your rank up shards and of course your skill boost at your disposal. Make sure you do that. On top of the so-called leveling up, you need to do skill boosts, you need to rank up in order to improve your team OVR. So it's really important to understand that every 5 rank up is equivalent to 1 OVR. But as for skill boost, it differs because it depends on the number of players you have for particular skill boost. So it's important if you could get all your defenders with all the same skill boost. Like mine, I try to get all of them with the same skill boost of captain. That will allow me to save in terms of skill boost. How to do that? Try to hunt for players that actually have that skill boost. Alright, so and that would limit the number of skill boosts you need to go. This is something I learned only recently. I've been wasting quite a lot by diversifying the so-called skill boost upgrade. So make sure you do that. Alright, with that that 2 SBC done, really something to look forward will be the next, as I mentioned, the next set of arcade players, and of course hopefully you were able to get a good player from the arcade claw. Again, quite sad, even a 104 which I get today is only worth a couple 100,000, so the price is really poor, as I think Fifa Mobile is trying to press it down. Not a good thing to do for EA. So the FIFA Mobile prices are really bad in the market right now. You can see totally not worth it. I'll probably keep it for the juncture. All right, so now that's all I'm going to share today. I hope you good luck in your Arcade Claw, and of course those gumball. Make sure you save them up. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.